There's 3 Mexican places.
Alright, I'm going on.
But we'll never get in there.
Yeah, we will.
It's the 5th of May.
It's
the only day that
12 o'clock.
I don't know what that means. Don't they start in the morning?
Alright, we're going on.
Okay, here, will you put this on for me when you're done?
And we're going.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm so sorry I'm late. I had Harper's parent-teacher conference today. And I looked at the... It's a little warm in here. I looked at the schedule last night without my glasses on and it said 10 o'clock. And then I looked at the schedule this morning with my glasses on and it said 11 o'clock. So you see the problem that I ran into. 10 o'clock last night and 11 o'clock this morning. So my apologies, but how could I blow that off? For you. You know, I would do anything for you, but not in lieu of the kid. So it turns out that she is A-okay. So guess what, Connor?
What?
All that like begging and pleading and kicking and screaming, trying to get her to write her letters. Guess what the teacher said?
What? Don't worry about it?
No, she said she does it all the time. She writes her name great. We said, what? She goes, yeah, she writes her name. I was like, wait, hold on, just so I'm clear. She's been faking it this whole time? Apparently Harper's been faking it this whole time. I go,
just like she's been faking the...
Harper Estelle, she's been faking? Like faking. And she said, yes, she writes her name very well. I almost had a heart attack. I was like, does she know her numbers and her days of the week, just out of curiosity? So, I guess the little one surprised me, yet again. Not only that, she's extremely social. She's great on the rock climbing wall. The rock climbing wall, like who knew? All right, I am dying of heat. I have to put the heat on. I think because I ran over here.
The cold?
Oh, it's off. Oh, and it's on heat. But but only those reasons does it.
That would make sense.
Yeah, so I learned a lot about the little girl that is known as my Iha, my daughter, Harper. It's really sweet. They bring us in and we all sit on, Stephanie and I, we sit on baby chairs, you know, like their chairs, the kid chairs. And the teachers are on baby chairs. And then we sit at the kids' table. And we're all sitting around like 4 little kids having a conversation, like a very adult conversation on the little kiddiness with all of it. So Harper's favorite thing in the world is called the dramatic play area, where you go in and her imagination apparently is like off the charts. She's got this great imagination. She comes up with all of these different adventures and she brings all the other kids in. She's one of the most social kids. It was all good. I'm so pleased. I'm so happy. I'm so relieved. So that whole thing that happened with the play date and the girl not wanting it, I think we're behind it. I think it's past us. We're in good shape. We are coasting to the end of the school year. She's got 1 more month and then she's done with 3s. It boggles my mind. Like, when did that happen?
With 3s?
She's in a 3s program.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
Next year is pre-K.
Gotcha, wow.
She'll have been in school for like 2 years before she even got to pre-K.
I didn't even do pre-K.
You just went to K?
Oh, no, I guess I did preschool. When I think of pre-K, there was a program at my school called pre-K, but I went to preschool, then kindergarten.
Yeah, so that's pre-K.
Well, we didn't call it pre-K. I did like what Harper's doing now, then kindergarten. Like
Kindergarten when you're 5.
Yeah.
Oh, you went to this when you were 4 and then went to kindergarten. Okay, I got it.
So,
yeah, that's what Harper will do.
Or I didn't do what Harper's doing now, and I just did pre-K. Whatever.
Yeah. Whatever it is. Look how well you turned out.
Yeah.
You're all good.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm happy. Steph's happy. It's a miserable day, and it doesn't even matter because we just walked out being like, thank God she is happy and healthy. The only thing she has to work on is recognizing her letters. She can do half the alphabet. She needs to learn the other half.
First half?
She wasn't specific. She just said the
Or
other
just
half.
random letters here and there?
Yeah. So that's it. If that's all she has to worry about, then I am totally okay with that. But I, for the first time in a really long time, had a normal night and morning. My friend Dara canceled on me last night. So her kid fell and like cut open his knee. I know you have a hard time with knees. Sorry.
This is gross.
It's just. Should I show you the scar? She sent me the
Yeah, I'll look at it.
I'm going to text it to you right now.
Okay.
And then if you think you deem it appropriate, Then
All
I
right.
will. Okay, ready?
Let's do it.
Ooh. Should I text it to you?
Yeah.
Do you have WhatsApp by any chance?
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
Then I'll just have to take a screen grab. I can't even look at it. Okay, here we go. Connor, text, picture, send.
I'm pretty good with
Okay,
gore.
tell me when you get it.
Blood and gore is fine. I'm fine with that stuff.
You see it?
No, not yet.
Did you get it?
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, no?
Yeah. How did?
He's only like 8 years old. He fell on, you know those rocks in Central Park?
I do.
That's what he slipped
Well, I mean, I
on.
know there are rocks. I don't know which ones, but that is a big cut.
Yeah. So that's a laceration. That's what my brother does 20 times a day, every single day. Lacerations. He's like the best laceration plastic surgeon in the city. He does that all day. Can you even imagine a scenario or a life where you just walk in, you're like, hi, how are you? How's it going? Let me see your laceration. Oh, blood and guts all over the floor. That's cool. Be with you in a second. I'm just going to eat a quick sandwich because I'm starving. I haven't eaten yet. Eat. All right, let's go. Sew it up. It's on the face with the this and the that. You're good to all day.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll do 5, 6, 7 lacerations a day. 20, 30, 40, 50 stitches, whatever it is. I got one stitch taken out of a mole I had on my back. I went to
Are you okay?
dermatologist. Just hold on. And the dermatologist put one stitch in. My brother had to take the stitch out, so I didn't want to make another appointment.
Right.
I mean, I was practically under anesthesia. I was sitting down. I had like my head between my knees. He's like, "You need to calm down." Literally, him taking a stitch out would be like you pressing power on a phone.
Yeah.
Literally the same thing. And he took it out. I screamed bloody hell, mainly because I want to know when it's happening, and he just did it. It was so awful, Connor. I don't even know. And that was one stitch.
All right, can I tell you something that happened to me?
What?
All right, when I was in 3rd grade, I broke my arm in 3 places: my wrist, my elbow, and my upper arm. And my elbow cap chipped, and so they put pins in it, these metal pins, but they weren't like pins that go all the way in. They were like sticking out.
Oh my God.
So when I got my cast off 6 weeks later, I was awake, no anesthetics or anything. They took basically pliers and pulled them out of my bones. I was 8
How
years
old
old.
were you?
I was 8.
Why didn't they give you anything?
I don't know. Just like I remember the feeling of the metal dragging along my bone.
Oh, that's so awful.
Yeah.
That's awful. Now, this is a horrible conversation to have. Like tit for tat, tat for tit. I'm just going to tit and tat you real quick, and then we're going to be done with this conversation. I grew up in Haiti.
Uh-huh.
There's not much in terms of medical care in Haiti.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was in the ocean one day. Could have been more than 4 years old.
Okay.
Stepped on a sea urchin. Bam.
Ouch.
About 12 needles went right up my foot. I lost it. My dad threw me over his shoulder, and as he's running to the hotel, I'm screaming, help me, somebody help. So dramatic. Somebody help me. So now they thought that he was literally like taking me. They gave me no anesthesia. They held me down, and with another needle, they picked the needles out of my foot. I can't even needles to do. I literally cannot even retell the story without, I'm dripping with sweat right now. There's sweat coming down the back of my neck. We'll move on to a different topic. I don't even know how we got onto it, but it's not worth having.
I just got one question about that.
Yeah.
Just so I know. If that happened, like, did you have to go to the doctor because you were just so young and it was so painful? Or, like, if you step on a sea urchin, do most people just have to go to the doctor?
I don't know, Connor, but I have such a headache right now, I can't even tell you. I don't know the answer to that. I hope I never have to do it again. I saw a sea urchin one other time, and while I was snorkeling,
Uh-huh.
I was mind boggled at how those things went up. Something really bizarre happens to me when I think about that stuff. I was going through the same thing when I had the baby in the hospital. I mean, it was like stand-up comedy. It was like stand-up comedy to all the doctors and the surgeons. Good morning from Kathy K. Hi, Kathy K. Oh, Connor.
Crazy.
Anyway, what's my point? Last night, you know I don't cook. I don't know if you know this. But last night, Stephanie was out. My dinner got canceled. I was alone, and the babies had actually fallen asleep. Oh my God, I barely slept last night. So, I decided to cook. Now, before you fall off your stool. I didn't make anything crazy. I made chopped turkey meat. I had turkey meat, so I made that with a little pesto sauce and steamed broccoli. Not a gourmet meal by any stretch, but I made meat, which I don't think I've ever done before. And I was influenced by Joanne Oza.
How so?
Because she told us to make the garlic and the onions until they're brown, and then take them out and put the meat in, and then re-add.
Oh yeah.
Little tip, went a long way. Phenomenal.
They liked it?
Oh, I made it for me.
Oh.
It was just for me.
Oh.
I liked it.
Well, they're good. That's all.
But yesterday we had the carpet cleaners come. Remember? Did I tell you about that? Because Harper threw up, so I had to go home yesterday for the carpet cleaners.
Yeah.
Harper threw up on the carpet.
Yeah.
It smelled.
Right.
It was a
You had to go
vomitorium.
home. They said
Had the
they'd be
carpet
there
cleaners. I
between
thought I was going to get
3.
sucked into a cult.
Right.
So the guy comes in. He was like slick Rick, but he was wearing a yarmulke, so it threw me off. The yarmulke meant, well, good. How could anyone with a yarmulke try to screw you, right? That's what I thought in my head. So he comes in. He's like, "Is that the living room?" I was like, "Yeah, that's the living room." He's like, "Yeah, I'll do that for you. I'll do it for this price. But you know what? You should do your couch too." I said, "Oh, do you think the couch needs it?" He's like, "Oh yeah, your couch needs it. It needs it." I was like, "Oh, okay." What do you think that noise is?
Brian's doing something.
So I was like, "Well, I don't know if the couch needs it." He's like, "Yeah, your couch needs it." He's like, "I'll do it for the same price." So I was like, "Oh, you'll do both for one price?" He's like, "No, but I'll do both for 2 prices." I was like, "Oh, that sounds about right." I was like, "Well, you know, I can unzip them and just throw them in the wash, the covers." He's like, "Oh, you can?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, but you need the deep steam. You need the deep steam." I was like, "Sounds about right to me." I'm telling you, I was like sucked into a cult.
Did she throw up on the couch a lot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Couch and the thing. So I was like, "Okay." He's like, "You got any of the carpet in here?" I'm like, "Well, I have the bedroom carpet." He's like, "Let me take a look at it." He's like, "I can do your carpet too." I was like, "Okay, hold on a second. I see how this happens."
Yeah.
You get someone at home that's like, "Oh, you think that needs it too?" And like $5,000 later, one little vomit stain turned into like, you know. So I said, "No, you know what? I'm good just with the carpet and the couch. I probably didn't even need the couch." So he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go. A guy's gonna come back. That guy's gonna do it. He's fine. He's good." I was like, "Oh, okay."
So he was just like a consultant?
I don't know. So he left, and a guy comes back. His name was Kevin, with the big machine. And my girls were home. And then, anyway, Kevin started working, and it turns out it was fine.
Did Kevin have a yarmulke?
Kevin did not have a yarmulke.
So you didn't trust him?
Kevin looked a little like Allen Iverson. So at first, I was like a little like, "You clean carpets?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm very good." He was like soft-spoken and whatever. And then my girls came out and they're like, "How you put it on?" They love knowing how things get turned on. And he started laughing. And they're like, "How you put this on?" And he was like dying. And everything, the ice was broken and it was wonderful. And he cleaned and it did an amazing job. The carpet looks like it's brand new, like the day we got it. The couch looks like it's brand new the day we got it. Yes, I spent a pretty little penny, but nothing smells like vomit anymore. It's all good. So last night I couldn't be in the living room because we needed to give it 24 hours before you could walk on it because it was still wet. So I had to eat dinner in the bedroom, watching the Celtics get crushed, and then I turned on to the Ranger game, but just for a little bit, and it got bored, and at some point I fell asleep. So that was my night. It was a nice, easy night. And then this morning, I didn't even hear it. Harper like basically did a running Carl Lewis like long hop into bed. I went from a deep sleep.
Harper did?
Yeah. I went from a deep sleep to a 3-year-old literally jumping like an anvil falling from the sky, landing on you. It was one of the worst ways in history to wake up. But I was up, my lovely little girl, and things were good. They had no school today, so there was no rushing out of the house to make the bus.
Why no school?
Because we had the parent-teacher
conference. Oh, right, I forgot that canceled.
And then that was that. And then I rushed over here.
Were they happy to have no school?
They were happy to have no school.
Like,
no, they don't understand. Quinny doesn't even go to school.
I know, you're right.
But they went to their neighbor's house, and I told them they could bring a toy. Harper hasn't been feeling like amazing. Remember, she threw up, blah, blah, blah. So they each packed their wheelies. They have like travel bags with like $150. And they went over to our neighbor's house, who has a 2-year-old boy. This 2.5-year-old girl and this 3.5-year-old girl went over to this 2.5-year-old boy's house with as many dolls as you can imagine. So I ran into the mom downstairs, and I was like, how's everyone doing upstairs? And she's like, well, Harper is trying to explain some adventure with Barbie, and Quinny's in the corner making grilled cheese sandwiches in the fake kitchen. I said, sounds about right. So it's a really crappy day here in New York. The girls are incredibly preoccupied, which I'm thrilled about. It is Cinco de Mayo. It is Cinco de Drinko, but they are not drinkers, so they are just going to stick to water. And that's all she wrote, Connor. I don't know what you're fiddling with over there, but let's say hi to some people.
Little thing called You Now.
I'm going to grab an apple.
Which
You
loves
guys
to
okay
give
with
me
that?
some problems.
Has anyone ever eaten an apple? Can you hook me up with Natalie? Of course.
Has anyone ever eaten an apple? Is that what you said?
On the show.
Ah. Probably.
Normal because you made it. What?
Lee Buckner says, yes, Connor, you'll need to go to the doctor whether you're 4 or 40. That is rough. The sears. Yeah, I can just pull them out myself.
No.
Too painful, or
You can't do it there.
they're just in there? All right. Well,
Hi, Randy.
Patricia Guerrero says, hi from San Antonio, Texas.
Hey, Chris.
Beth Crocker says, happy Friday from South Carolina.
Hey, how you doing?
Emoji says, TGIF, Jenna, great to see you.
Nice to see you guys.
Heather Kellogg says, hi from Bend, Oregon.
What's up, Heather?
Tony Kendall says, hi, Jenna. If Jimmy Kimmel asked you to guest host his show like people have been doing this week, would you do it?
1,000,000,000%. Let me think about it. Yeah, I would do it. But I'm also as certain as I am to tell you that I would do it as certain as I am that he's not going to ask. Hi from Georgia. Love you, Jenna. Love you back. Thanks, guys.
Ethel Truitt says, good morning, Jenna and Connor.
Hey, Ethel. Love Ethel.
Pouring rain here. What? Ethel. Pouring rain here all morning so far, I guess is what she's saying.
That seems pretty normal. You seem like you had a hard time reading that.
Do you want to read what it's actually said?
Nope.
Okay. Let me just read it. Good morning, Jenna, Connor. Pour rain, morn here, all morn so far.
Sounds about right.
Heather Kellogg said, happy Cinco de Mayo, Jenna and Connor. Anne-Marie Ingino Stivala said, good morning, Jenna.
Hi, Anne-Marie.
Tony said, I usually don't watch Jimmy Kimmel, but since Kristen Bell hosted it last night, I watched it. Did either of you watch it?
Who knew that Tony Kendall was such a fan of Kristen Bell? I always thought I knew Tony Kendall.
Wait, is Kristen Bell forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I did last night?
What the heck is a normal morning, especially if you have kids? You are absolutely right. Run a rough mutter with me, a tough mutter. I would do that. If it's in New York, I'll do it. Hello? Milk bag, says JP Morgan. Do you ever have peanut butter on your apple? Yeah, I have peanut butter right here. I did woodchucks this morning. Don't know what else I did. That's very funny.
Hey,
okay?
guess
Yeah.
where I went last night?
I'd love to know. Where?
There's a hole in this. I tried to go to boat basing.
Oh, that's right. What happened? It was closed?
They closed it like 30 minutes before we got there.
Why?
Because they were like, it's a little chilly. It wasn't chilly. It was a little chilly. But I had a fleece on. I was fine. And I was like, well, can we just get like some drinks? They're like, I'm sorry, we closed everything down.
Get out of here!
Yeah. It was so lame.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, in the summer, you won't even...
I know. But it was cool because we were already up here. I went to an art show at Pier 94.
Look at you just going to art shows. Like,
Well, Mary had tickets because her school had a studio there. But it was like some of the best artists in the world. Like, there was like Warhol and Jeff Koons there and like all these huge
first of
artists.
all, you probably got screwed.
Why?
Sucker. Because Warhol is dead.
What do you mean I got screwed? I got to see some of his original art.
Oh, his art. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Okay.
No, I just meant like
I know, I'm just kidding.
yeah. No, it was really cool, and it goes on till the 7th, so you could go if you still.
I'm going to go.
Today or tomorrow.
This thing did this again to me.
You got to get a ticket or something, but.
Where is it? Pier 94?
Yeah, right. It's literally on your street.
94?
Pretty much. I mean, not really. It's like on 10th and something.
Are you sure?
Yes. What do you mean, am I sure? Am I sure that was Pier 94?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 100% positive.
Somebody just did something really whatever. I guess it went away. Hi,
Oh.
Jenna and Connor from Dallas. Did your Periscope look funny for some reason?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Okay. My iPhone also did it. I wonder if I'm about to get, like, duped. What
Wait.
just happened on Periscope? Asked Randy. I don't know.
Someone just posted, like, it was just
That was weird.
a comment using, like, symbols, and it made, like, a picture.
Oh, was it a picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heather Kellogg said, wait, actually, let me get back. Selena Marie said, good morning from Port Washington, Wisconsin. Patricia Guerrero says, tell us about your necklaces, Jenna.
I will. Look how it looks so washed out. Pic changed. Yeah, I agree. She's brighter now, someone says.
That better?
Nope. Still brighter. Oh, now it's better. Okay.
All right.
I have 3 necklaces. This one, my parents gave, this little guy my parents gave me. They don't give me jewelry because I don't wear jewelry. I've had these earrings in for like 25 years. Watch me lose them this afternoon. I have literally 1 pair. My parents gave me like a little necklace here when I turned 30. Oh my god, that was so long ago. And I was like, this is the most amazing gift I've ever gotten. The little gold ringlet around it is from as a thank you from an event I do for the TAG Treatment Action Group. It's an AIDS action group. I host an event for them every year. The second one is a J by my the hair and makeup staff at NBC before I left. Love those guys. And last but not least, this is the J off of a typewriter, an old school typewriter Stephanie's sister gave me for my birthday. They're good stories, aren't they?
Yep. All right. Instagram. Nikki Makes Music says, hey, Jenna. Went to my first fitting room class yesterday. Thought of you and your badassness.
Okay. Which fitting room? Who is your teacher? Tell me everything. I'm going tomorrow.
Shooty Young says, you missed the craziest class. I'm soaking wet now. You should have joined.
Why? What was the class? I'm bummed.
Emoji says, TGI. Wait, did I already read this? Yeah, I did. Okay, hold on. Alright. Judy says, happy Cinco de Mayo. Margaritas for all.
And to all a good night.
Yeah. Joyland said, and to all, buenas noches.
Buenos noches.
Joyland says, good morning, Jenna and Connor. Patty says, I would have loved to be a fly on the wall when you had your girls. LOL, you cracked me up.
Thank you.
KBO says, happy Friday.
What's up, KBO?
Kate Wellburn says, good morning, Jenna. I know the perfect guest for your show. Should I send Connor an email?
Yes.
JennaWolfShow@gmail.com.
JennaWolfShow@gmail. Why wouldn't I want the perfect guest?
Linda in Maine says, good morning. I enjoyed your step running show. I'm in search for steps to run now.
Do it.
Lisa Angelo says, hello, Jenna and Connor.
Hey, Lisa.
Winters Gina says, hi, Jenna from rainy Pennsylvania.
I know. I guess it's all up and down the East Coast. You can't even see outside. Look outside, Connor.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, you can't even see anything
It wasn't
outside.
like that, like
5 minutes ago?
5 minutes ago, yeah.
Connor's like, are we going to go bar hopping today?
Yeah.
Well, it's like a monsoon outside.
Well, I thought that was the plan.
Best laid plans.
DiCaprio says,
I like your shirt.
nah, sorry.
Oh, what is it?
Nice shirt.
Oh, nice shirt.
Almost. Heather Kellogg says, that's so funny. Heather Kellogg says, talking to commenter Angela Gates. I have girls too, 3.5 years and 14 months old. Love hearing Jenna's stories and can relate so much. She's
Yep.
my adult conversation every morning.
Oh.
Angela says, so very true, Heather.
Thank you very much for saying that. I'm glad that's great.
Patricia Guerrero says, you're amazing, thanks.
Thank you.
And Joseph Drake says, hello, Jenna, have a great day.
You guys are so nice to me today.
Lori Evans says, hi, Jenna and Connor.
Hey, Lori.
Daphne Lansborough says, good morning, Jenna and Connor.
Daphne.
Kelly Williamson says, good morning, Jenna and Connor. Preparing for a 3-day photo shoot at our local fair. I'll be covering all the events for 4-H and FFA livestock. I'm in my happy place watching kids work so hard to excel.
There you go. What's better?
Trisha Mendez Schilling says, good morning. Finishing my workout and listening to you guys.
Huey just asked me what made this a normal morning. The fact that I don't have some crazy story of a child throwing up, missing the bus and bribing the bus driver. What were some of the other ridiculous things I did this week?
Throwing up.
The what?
The throw up.
I mentioned that. I mentioned the part when I was telling the bus driver how poor I was. Being late. It was an all-around crazy week. And now we've marched into Friday. It is an all-out monsoon outside. I mean, cats and dogs doesn't even cover it. And we're in here, cozy, enjoying each other.
Yeah.
Connor wants to go bar hopping.
I'll Cinco de Drinko.
Cinco de Drinko? Because you're 8. Only 8-year-olds say that.
I brought my fake ID.
Yeah. Did you chalk it? Remember we used to chalk it?
No, we what's that?
Better enjoy the break. Crazy is what's happening most of the time. I know, Huey.
What is chalking?
So, like, I was born in 74, so you chalk the 4 and you make it like, you put actual chalk
like a 1?
over it and you make it like a 1.
I like that.
Marv isn't getting many steps today, I guess.
Oh, the rain, yeah.
Yeah.
Surf Girl says, good morning from very rainy South Florida. Even though raining, thinking about running in the rain.
Do it.
It's raining everywhere.
It's raining everywhere.
Joyland says it's raining here too. It has been for a week. Still trying to get active and get those chores done. How long is this supposed to rain here? Like 2 days? 3 days?
3 days.
Ugh. Not looking forward to that. Kelly Williamson says, what is the bus driver's name?
Isn't that terrible that I don't know?
I thought.
It's terrible that I don't know.
Oh, have you not gone back to find out yet?
I went back. I didn't ask what his name was, but there was a little issue. There always is with me. So the other day, I was getting on the bus with Harper, and he looks at me and he goes, "You the babysitter?" And I said, "No, I'm the mom." And he said, "Oh, who's the other one?" I'm like, "Oh, she's also the mom." And he was like sheerly confused, like just a horrible look of confusion on his face. So I didn't quite understand it, but it didn't matter. So I was telling Stephanie the story this morning. I was like, "Listen, by the way, that bus driver we take every morning, I told him I'm the mom." And she goes, "You did?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, because I told him I'm the mom and you're the babysitter." I go, "Why would you do that?" She goes, "Because I didn't feel like explaining to the bus driver that the 2 moms and we had a sperm donor and then, I couldn't get pregnant and so you got pregnant twice. Like it was too much in the 1 second you have to put your money in." I go, well, I went and told him that I'm the mom and that it implied that you were the babysitter. So now this guy thinks like someone's kidnapping a kid every day and portraying as the mom. So, of course, she forgot about it, but because this is me, I'm stressed. I feel like I need to get this guy first thing Monday morning with a family tree on a piece of paper and show him, what the IUI was that we did to have the baby and all of it. Just explain it to him. The sperm bank, all of it. Sit him down. Go through the process. The coming out story. I feel like he needs to know everything.
You should
Just show him an episode of Golden Girls.
Yeah. Just bring him back, the whole story.
The whole story. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Start from Turks and Caicos.
And intrigued.
Now I'm here. Sure.
Now I'm here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the camera will pan over to him and he'll have like a noose around his neck. He'll be like, "I am so sorry I asked." Kathy's laughing. Thanks for laughing, Kathy.
Angela Gates says it's pouring here too in Vancouver, Washington.
Oh God, it is pouring. It is intriguing. Marv says that's intriguing.
She says after being 85 yesterday, we had a crazy lightning and thunderstorm through the middle of the night.
Nuts. Yeah, we're in for this. Like, let me call the weather up.
Is that a cold front coming in?
Is it a cold front or is it just the rain?
Well, the thunderstorm.
So according to this, it is going to rain all day today.
Yeah.
Oh wait, at 7:56 p.m. Oh, that's just sunset. Oh, at 8 p.m. it's just going to be cloudy, but then it starts raining again at 9 p.m.
So 8 p.m. that's the hour.
Yeah.
That's when we gotta.
That's when we gotta go out and party.
Yeah.
Saturday all day tomorrow it's going to rain. On Sunday it's just going to be partly cloudy. That's it. But let me see if I have Florida. Cupertino. Everyone has Cupertino.
Yeah.
New York.
It's like no one.
Denver.
No one even lives
These
in
are all the last
Cupertino.
places I went to. Springfield, Davenport, Iowa, Chicago, Breckenridge. Oh, that was a good ski trip. Denver again, and Killington. Oh, these are all for my Spartan races. I did these killer Spartan races all over the place. I missed that. That was fun. Good times. I deleted Cupertino. Can you do that, Huey? Can you delete Cupertino? I thought they basically cement that into the phone.
Yeah. I think they're so great. Alright. Pam Miller Moffitt says Golden Girls will explain everything. Come to Wisconsin.
I love that you guys remember that story.
Wow. It's hard to forget. Kelly Williamson says have him tune in on his day off. The bus
I
driver.
should do that. I mean, he doesn't strike me as the type that is sitting at home, like, perusing Periscope, but I could be wrong.
Surf Girl says running in the rain is my favorite. She said, LOL, you should. I don't know what that's.
Run in the rain. I need to get a waterproof
Headphones?
Headset.
Yeah.
My ears are super small. So none of the ones that go over your ears stay in my ears. They may be super small, but check this out.
Oh, wow.
Now, if you think that's good, watch this.
That's crazy. I haven't seen anyone do that in so long.
You mean you used to see someone do it?
Yeah.
Now this side has got mass appeal.
Yeah.
Because it moves
Yeah.
and travels.
Yeah.
This side, not so much.
No, that's still pretty good. My childhood friend Andy.
I can't get it to stop. Hold on. Okay.
Wow.
My kids like when I do that, so I say, Harper, now you try, and she goes like this.
It's
I gotta take a
genetic,
picture
right?
of her face.
Because I remember my childhood friend could do it. His brother could not, but his dad could do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. It's like this thing.
Yeah, I can't.
You can do it.
I
or
can't
you
do
can't
that.
do it.
Yeah,
I can't do that ear trick, but my dog can, says Huey. Your ears are big. Hide them. Thank you so much, says Hotro Rush.
Hot Rod Crush.
I have no glasses on.
Hotro.
Hotro Rush.
Okay. Surf Girl says South Florida weather, rain all day, cold front coming in, which basically means low humidity. She says you should means telling the bus. Oh, she says you should means telling the bus driver your story.
Do you understand? Have you ever ordered soup in New York City? If you order soup in New York City, you have about 5 seconds to get your order in before you're done, and they're going on to the guy in back of you.
Oh.
The only thing with less time than that is getting on the bus. They are bumped up against you in back of you. They're pressed up against you in front of you. You have 1 second, and you better hope that you don't put that subway card in the other way. You put it in the wrong way, and all of a sudden the beep, 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 1,400 heads turn around like, what'd you do? Right? It's terrible. You have 1 second, one shot, card goes in, the card comes out, you better go find a seat.
I've never taken the bus.
Really?
Subway all day.
Well, anyway.
And I like to walk to the subway.
So I do that, and then, can you imagine me? Now let me explain it to you, sir. So here's how it happened. The year was 1994. I was in a little island called Turks and Caicos. Forget it. They'd kick me off the bus before I got to Caicos.
Excuse me, please step behind the yellow
Yes, behind the yellow line. Until
line. I
get
just
out.
assume there's a yellow line. I've never actually been on a bus.
Yes, there's a yellow line.
What was I gonna say? Anyway, Judy said, "LOL, my grandfather could move his ears like that."
I don't know how you're able to do it. Like what's the skill
It's
set?
just you have the dominant trait to. I know that's the case with the tongue. We did a study on it in biology in college.
You have the dominant gene.
Yeah, or we did like a survey in the class.
You did a survey or a study? A study, I'll believe you.
Survey.
A survey.
A survey of like 100 people in the class to see who could do it and who couldn't,
And then go back and figure out your
yeah,
gene.
yeah, something like
Gotcha.
that.
You watch any TV last night?
I watched a second of the Rangers game.
Okay. Was it a good second? Were they winning in that second?
They
you were watching?
scored. It was the second period. They scored. I can't remember the score. It was literally the second.
Okay.
I was up in up here.
Oh,
when we
that's
got
right.
dinner.
Okay.
Popped into a bar real quick. Didn't even get a drink. Walked in, saw the score, left.
Gotcha. I watched the Celtics game. It was entertaining in that they got into a fight. There was a fight.
Oh yeah.
And what's his name? Kubre Jr. was ejected.
Oh.
Immediately.
Fist fight?
Well, it was going to be a fist fight. Yeah. And Celtics got blown apart. It's all right. Brought him down to earth a little bit. I think the series is now 2-1. Celtics over the Wizards, so it is what it is. And I forget who else played. Someone on the West Coast played.
The Warriors?
Oh, Golden State played, and they won, shockingly.
What's the series?
2-0, I want to say.
Okay.
So, and that's that. And that was all I did last night. And I watched some old school Shark Tank. It's funny. I don't know one thing about anything. But yet I'll watch Shark Tank all day and all night. Which one did you watch?
I watched up until that Millionaire Guide show came on. And I turned it off.
Well, give me one of the products on Shark Tank.
One of the products was the faux hawk that you put on your helmet.
Oh, and the helmet. I've seen that one before.
And then there were the two. No, it's the same one. Right there. Oh, the former football player who creates the deboned ribs.
Oh yeah, they bought that. I didn't see it last night, but I've seen it before.
Damon makes it.
Yes, it did pretty well.
Yeah, he got like.
I saw an update with that guy. I didn't see that episode.
Yeah, I got 300,000 for 30% or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a pretty cool one.
Gotcha. Someone just made a comment that I didn't have any makeup on. It's because I ran here so quickly that I didn't get a chance to before we started. So I could have been 5 extra minutes late and put on makeup, or come on 5 minutes early. But if you don't want to watch because I'm not wearing makeup, then I'm okay with that. But I'm happy to dress my face up for the next segment. Which, how fast was an hour? That hour went by quickly, Connor.
Is it? Yeah. Well, we started a little late.
No.
Okay.
Glendale, Arizona man says, put makeup on. Hey, Glendale, do me a favor. Send me a picture of yourself just so I can see how perfect looking you are. I'm sure you are, obviously, because why would you write that if you weren't? And then I'll definitely put makeup on for you. So I'm leaving around 2 for New York. I'll tape some songs for you. I think that was Kathy K. Kathy K's coming into the city to see Barbra Streisand, Connor. I will give you a $5 bill if you can name me 3 Barbra Streisand songs. Connor Beck.
I cannot.
All right, name one.
$5 I will not be getting.
Name 2 songs.
That's another 5.
All right, name 1 song.
One song? I don't listen to Barbra Streisand.
She's one of the most iconic singers in the history of modern music.
Not in my circles.
Guess what, Connor? I don't know anything about Andy Warhol, but I can tell you one poster or painting that he did.
Well, I think that's different.
Is it?
I could probably. Okay, tell me
Andy...
the name of any one of Andy Warhol's paintings.
Well, listen, you don't have to name the song, just sing part of the song. You don't have to name it. Sing part of the song. Okay?
Okay.
Jacko?
Explain to me one of Andy Warhol's paintings.
Okay, there's one, well, it's the graphic of the soup cans, and then there's one of Marilyn Monroe, a couple of her faces.
Right.
Okay? Did I win?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm going to cry.
Yeah, you won.
God,
I don't know. I mean, you play the Barbra Streisand song for me. I'll tell you, that's probably Barbra Streisand. Like, if you play 10 songs for me.
9 of them will be Michael Jackson songs?
No, any songs. They could all be female singers, and I can probably pick out the Barbra Streisand song.
Okay.
But I can't name any of them.
Apparently someone said, let's split the Velvet Underground album cover. I don't understand any part of it. I don't know what that is. Are you asking me a question, Huey? I don't know. Alright, it's okay, Connor. Go ahead, finish comments.
Okay. Judy says, Jenna, you don't need makeup. Surf Girl says, you look great, you don't need makeup.
It wouldn't kill me to put makeup on. I just happen not to have had time, but it doesn't. I'm not the kind of person that I'd rather hide my face than be in public without makeup. Like, you either like me or you don't like me, whether I have makeup on or not. Matt Lauer needs his back scratched. Glendale, Arizona. All your lines are very, very funny, but that's officially the last one I'm going to read. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Surf Girl said, the way we were.
Yeah, that's a Barbra Streisand.
Surf Girl said,
you know it. If I sing it, you'll know it.
I sing it.
The way we were, memories like the corners of my Misty watercolored memories
Nope.
of
Don't
the
know.
way we were.
Don't
It
know.
was from Naked Gun. Did you see Naked Gun?
Nope.
Oh, God.
Surf Girl said I saw Barbara in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, the best.
Del Gloria said, Jenny, you don't have to wear makeup. You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Barbest
I don't
Right
know
says,
about that, but-
I have no makeup on today either, Jenna. Who
Yeah,
cares?
Barbest.
Angela Gates says makeup is overrated with small children.
Lisa Comics 67 says a normal morning and I missed it. Can you believe it? Every morning this week I've had the most insane morning and crazy story. Today, for the first time, I didn't have one.
All right. Angela Gates says we have 4-year-old's birthday party outside tomorrow with bouncy houses. That'll be fun in the rain with little ones.
Oh, ugh. Eee. Enjoy.
Rodney Harrington says good morning, Jenna.
Hey, Rodney.
Scott Halwerda says good morning, Wolfie.
Hi, Scott.
A lot of comments about the makeup.
Okay, well, I'm going to put some makeup on as soon as we break.
No, they're saying that you don't need it.
I know, but I'm just going to put some on anyway.
Okay.
But thank you,
Bar
guys.
Best Right says Connor too young to know Barbara. And Pam Miller Moffat says Connor, you're so wrong. I don't know what I'm wrong about.
Just
I didn't
know
make a
you're
claim
wrong.
to anything, but
I'm going to read every comment on Periscope. Every single one that comes in now. Go ahead. Let's go, guys.
Surf Girl says, have you seen the movie The Way We Were? Classic movie.
I'm sure he hasn't seen it. Have you seen it, Connor?
I've never heard of it.
It's okay, little you.
I mean, I'm sure
Marv
it's
says I don't
good.
need makeup. Thank you very much, Marv. Marv, what happens on rainy days? How do you get your steps in? I'd love to see a video of you speed walking around the office. There's just something about that that brings joy and humor to my life.
All right.
Walk around the office. I knew it, Marv.
That's what he's doing to get his steps?
Yeah, the Cardinals said, why is NBC so, I have to go pack, have a great weekend. Love you, Jenna, Connor. Awesome, Kathy, have a safe drive. I have 9,200 steps now, amazing. All right, I'm sorry, I missed a couple of your comments there. 9,200 steps. I did a crazy workout this morning, and I'm probably not even close to that. Let me see where I'm at. Did you work out today, Connor? Connor, what are you doing?
Sorry, nothing.
7,500. Marv.
Did I work out yesterday? Is that what you asked?
No, I asked if you worked out this morning.
No, but I will be tonight or something. I don't know. Or tomorrow.
Why don't you do my workout?
What is it?
I did a 300 workout this morning. It was 300 reps. Divine Girl, what's your take on vitamin supplements? Not into it. Unless you get blood tested and you know from a doctor that you absolutely are deficient, I think you can get a lot of that from food. I don't pitch or promote supplements. Here it is, Connor. You ready?
Yes.
100 inner heels, where it's like high knees. 100, take a medicine ball and throw it against the wall, sitting down. I know you're not listening. 100 hollow tuck-ups.
Okay.
100 hip-ups with weights. I put 40 pounds on my hips.
Hip ups? Oh, and you put your back on the bench?
Yeah.
Yeah.
40 pounds.
Uh-huh.
100. I'm sorry, 300 of everything. And 300 squat thrusts. Down, kick out, kick in, stand up. So I don't do them all at once. So I did 100 inner heels, then 100 wall tosses, then 50 hollow tuck-ups, and then 100 hip-ups, and then 50 squat thrusts.
What do hip ups for? Your
Glutes.
your glutes?
Yeah, it's really good for your glutes, actually. You know who does them a lot? Tim Tebow. I watched a training workout with him. He does a ton. Lays on the floor, heels pressed against the floor. You put a bar
Yeah.
or 2 weights over your
Yeah.
hips,
And
squeeze up.
back on
You don't have to. Put the back on the floor.
the. How's that work?
Just squeeze up. Right here.
Oh, okay.
That seemed pretty difficult, Hunter. It is a gym.
Well,
It's
I've
good.
seen.
I know, you've seen it with the back on the...
Yeah, and it seems like that's more movement.
Okay, well, I'd like to see you try to do 300 on the floor.
I'm not gonna do any.
Okay, that's good. Awesome, thanks for playing. Cool,
I'm
good
gonna work
talk.
out, but I already know what my workout's gonna be today.
Alright.
Alright. Judy says, Connor, tell Jenna you were not born when Barbara Streisand was popular.
I
When
know.
was she popular?
But I wasn't born when Ella Fitzgerald was popular, and
Neither
I
was
seem
I,
to
and I
think she's
still like
lovely.
It's just not my genre.
I'm not blaming you. I was just kidding around. You listen to who you want to listen to.
I know.
As long as it's not classic rock.
I like classic rock.
I can't. I
But
won't.
classic rock's great.
I can't. And
That's
I
what
won't.
I grew up.
Okay,
Like that's
we're
what
gonna have
that's
to
where
talk
I
about
got.
something else.
That's where I learned how to play guitar.
Can you remind me when we talked to Amber? Remember that guy that wrote in yesterday and said that when I do this, it means I've got some inner demons. I want to know if that's true.
I don't think that's exactly what it was, but.
What did he say?
But that's how you took it.
Well, I only.
He said that you're suppressing inner like emotions or something.
Oh.
If your hand is hiding your other hand.
Ah, that's what he said.
Yeah, but I don't think that's.
All right.
Okay. Randy Stanton says, "Have a good weekend."
Lisa says, sent you an email through your website. How long for you to respond? Well, don't send it through my website. I'll probably never respond because I haven't checked that. So just send me an email at jennawolfshow@gmail.com. Just jennawolfshow@gmail, and I'll get that ASAP. But thanks for letting me know.
1 second.
So Connor
Yes.
is reading comments from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different platforms that we have going. And I should do this every day because a couple people keep asking. I'm going to show you. How do I do it again?
You took a picture last time. Just
Oh,
showed
that's
the
right.
screen.
Here, sit down. I'll take a picture again. Okay. And I'll show Periscope. Which one is Periscope?
This one. You want me to zoom in?
God, this guy's so obnoxious.
Right there.
Wait, let me move my fingers. See?
Move it to your right a little bit.
My right. There's a 27-second delay, Connor, and so there we go. Someone said to post it. Oh, that's cool. I always know when to move. How long can I stay here? It's like an episode of Survivor. Okay. I'm going to post this one on Instagram, even though I've done that before in the past. All right, are we done? Are we all caught up?
Yes.
All right, cool. We'll take a break.
Oh, Heather says, can you post the pic of Connor and cameras to Facebook too? Thanks.
Yes, I will post to both.
Okay.
Yes. Whoever's asking me, I am actually doing that. Why is it some people on Periscope are nasty? It's okay, I just don't read anything until they go away, or they could be nice and then I'm happy to read absolutely everything, Marv. Alright, I'll post it on Facebook and I'll post it on... You know what I think I'm getting, don't you? You're going to have a heart attack. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
I can't.
No.
I'm done. I literally said this.
I know, it's your fault. So we had that lovely chef in the other day who made what ended up being the world's most unbelievable chocolate pudding. I honestly have never tasted anything like it in my
Have
life.
you had any more since you brought it?
I gave the girls a little bit last night and I had a little bit. I made up for it with my bombastic workout this morning.
Yeah.
And I said to Connor, "You gonna get it? You should try some." He's like, "Let me get a spoon." I'm like, "You could just use my spoon. It's fine." He's like, "Oh, let me guess. Watch. I'm gonna taste yours, and then you're gonna get sick, and then your kids are gonna get sick, and then I'm gonna get sick." I'm like, "Connor, nobody's sick. We're all fine." Boom. 5 hours later, Harper throws up in karate. 5 hours. 2 hours after that, Harper throws up all over our carpet. Boom. Next day, I wake up congested. What?
You're like, I'm not sick. I was like, I know you're not sick, but you got 2 kids. They're running around like touching stuff and sticking down. Like, I'm gonna get sick.
Oh gosh. All right. Let us. We'll take a break and we will reset and come back. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
All right.
So funny.